Welcome back to keep talking about mental health. Just in case you're new, I'm Janae. Nickname is Nene. Welcome. And today I'm talking about changing your perspective. Now, I did a video on this. Tried to upload it. It was too long. Kind of glad I didn't upload it because it was 15 minutes long, just me ranting on and on. And more stuff has happened since then. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about changing your perspective and why it's so important for moving on and for healing, and especially if you struggle with anxiety and depression like I do. So stay tuned. Alright, so simply, what is changing your perspective? Changing your perspective is looking at something in a different light, from a different point of view, and kind of looking at it differently than how you would normally look at it. Now, I know that might be a tad bit confusing, but when I did this video back in February, which, I did upload, I was talking about it, and for those who might not know, I struggle with OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, and it's very hard for me to look at something in a different perspective. And from actually learning this skill, I can deal with my OCD and my anxiety a whole lot better. Especially since I also have GAD, which, you kind of look at the worst case scenario. So I've learned a lot. And there have been so many things that have been happening. Good things and bad things. One of them being back in January, I actually went through a breakup, and what did I have to do? You thought it changed my perspective. And so it was really hard. And then sooner or later, I went through another breakup. So back in February when I filmed the video, I was just mostly talking about changing my perspective about anything going on, but kind of using that as an example. And now that I have more stuff that has happened, I can really honestly say I changed my perspective. And it was really hard. Obviously, those first 2 weeks after any kind of event that breaks your heart, whether it could be parents divorcing, whether it could be a breakup, whether it could be your friend moving away, whether it could be good things such as getting a new job, a new position in a club, or anything where something is changing. You kind of have to look at it differently. And so I had to tell myself, I can either be stuck here in this position. So I said to myself, I can be stuck here in this position where I'm not happy. I can be miserable, whatnot, or simply, but not simply, I can look at it in a different way. I have more time now. I'm able to think about different stuff more. I can meet new people, and so far I'm doing so good. And just because maybe the other people who I were in a relationship with didn't have their stuff together doesn't mean that I can't get my stuff together, or that I already didn't have my stuff together. So I kind of use that as an opportunity and a catapult in a way to really get me into thinking, okay, I have this time, I have this energy. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to feel, I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. Life's too short. You have all these amazing opportunities, and if you're like me, you're always meeting new people. I'm not necessarily like extroverted or outgoing. I'm pretty shy, pretty introverted. Have like a few friends that I'm really cool with. Don't really, but I set social goals for myself. I'm always kind of self-actualizing. That's something that I do a lot. And so that's something that I've just been doing for a while. And so since then, so many great things have been happening. I've been applying for scholarships. For those who don't know, I'm a part of Key Club, and I just, got the position of editor for Key Club. If you don't know, Key Club is an international community service-based club. So it's pretty fantastic. A lot of members, like thousands of members we're talking. And so also with, you know, different things going on as far as getting older and almost being an adult and having to soon pick out what school I want to go to and classes and the things that I really want to do and the places I really want to go. You know, it's all about, okay, if I change my thinking, I can really change how I feel. You know, if you talk to yourself, you know, negatively, I'm not good enough, I'm a loser, I won't ever be able to get this right. How do you feel? Right? Compared to, you know, I did my best. And I know that if I keep trying, sooner or later, I'm going to get it. I'm not going to give up. You know, because everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. And even though this certain area might not be my strength, the fact that I'm persisting and I'm determined really shows how much determination I have. So for those who also watch my other channel called Nene Talks, all about beauty and fashion, I did this video about around New Year's, how to have a great year and a great life. And some of the steps that I anticipated, or some of the things that I said were to anticipate greatness and be the sparkle wherever you go. And sometimes through my storms and through my really tough times, I had to go back and I had to watch that video. And it was kind of weird because I'm like, I'm watching my own advice video, but I really needed to hear. I really need to hear that. And that helped me change my perspective on so many things. And for anyone out there who thinks there's no light at the end of the tunnel, you're not good enough, you're never going to get it right, don't believe your thoughts, because your thoughts were so seriously wrong. Just don't. If I had listened to my thoughts a long time ago, I wouldn't be here. And I'm here today, and I'm telling you, you can change how you feel. And I know for those who have anxiety, those who have depression, it can be hard for us to look at the bright side and whatnot, because we're stuck with this anxiety and this devastating, debilitating disorder or whatever. And you can change your perspective. You really can. Just as if someone who has a physical illness, who has possibly cancer, instead of feeling sorry and saying, you know what, I have cancer, I'm possibly going to die, instead of sitting there and being miserable, they say, you know what, I'm going to spend more time with my family, I'm going to go to places that I've always wanted to go, I'm going to try to live my life to the fullest, because there are things that I want to do. And there's, you know, giving up is something that, you know, is an option, but don't settle for it. You know, really kind of reach your goal and do what you want to do, because that's what's really going to help you. And one of my goals is to be a clinical psychologist and specialize in anxiety disorders and mood disorders and work with a whole bunch of people and do research and all of that. And so I had people telling me, how are you going to be a psychologist? Like, how can you help other people if you can't help yourself? And they do have a good point. You can't help someone unless you really kind of know yourself and know how to like help yourself. And I was actually just explaining this to a friend who was struggling, who had really crappy grades, and I was telling him, like, you gotta help yourself before you can help other people. However, you can be whatever you want. Don't let anyone tell you different. If you work hard enough, you can most definitely, you know, reach your goals, reach your dreams, because to me anything is possible. The phrase, you know, what is it? Impossible says I'm possible. So just really go out and whatever you want to do it. Because since all of these kind of terrible things that really broken my heart, things that really got me down, I took all that energy and all that emotion. I was like, I'm going to do something good with it. I'm going to inspire other young teenagers. I'm going to go on trips. I'm going to meet new people. I'm going to gain new experiences, and I'm not going to give up, because just because this happened Doesn't mean that, you know, what's that quote that Oprah says? Just because it's happening to you, I think it means it's happening for you. Meaning that whatever you're going through right now is preparing you for what you're going to do in the future. So my anxiety, everything that's been going on right now is preparing me for how I'm going to help other people later on in life, and how that's going to make me a better clinical psychologist. So those who out there are struggling, please, please, please hang in there. You are more beautiful than you know, more talented than you think, and more loved than you can possibly imagine. Just to add to that real quick, another thing that changed my perspective about is my older brother went to go get his first tattoo today, and I've been wanting to get a tattoo for a while, but I'm like, oh, it's gonna be painful and I have a low pain tolerance and blah blah blah. So I saw him, like, you know, he was getting it on his arm, and I saw them do it, and I'm like, that doesn't seem that bad. I think I can do it. I changed my perspective, and it actually makes me want to get a tattoo. And I feel like once I get one, I'm probably just going to keep getting more. Like, I just feel like I'm going to be that kind of person. Hopefully not, because I don't want to have, like, any more than just 5 tattoos. That's just me personally. If you like to have 20 to 100, awesome. That's you. You know, don't make anyone do something that you don't want to do, or don't make, you know, don't listen to other people who tell you to, you know, don't do whatever you love. Like, who cares? You know, do what you love what you do. But I'm just saying that just changed my perspective. So yeah. Or even when you miss, but keep trying. Haha, I'm short. Keep trying, keep practicing, and maybe one day you'll get it. Or maybe one day, you just might get it backwards. So have a blessed day, guys. I'll catch you later, and have fun. Be happy. Love you.